So good morning, you guys. Well, it's not morning anymore. It's 1:13. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It's just a day that I'm cooking, I'm organizing, I'm cleaning. Leon has been outside getting the yard in tip-top shape, getting ready to start building those raised garden beds tomorrow. So I'm just trying to get our supper cooked today, and I hope y'all are having a wonderful day as well. Hey you guys, I got some more rice out of the ice box. I have been storing it in there since I got Tyler for spring break. Yes, I went to Zachary Walmart in Louisiana and picked up this rice. I've been having it in the ice box that long, and it's time to set it out, let it completely dry for a few days, and package it up. So that is what I'm doing right here. So after I put them in the bowls, I put tea towels over them to sit for a few days, like I said, to dry out before I package them up. And most of you know that you need to let your rice dry out after you take it out of the freezer or the ice box completely before packaging it up for long-term storage use. We have tons of real grits, and I think y'all know that, packaged up. But these are the instant grits and the instant oatmeal of different kinds. And so we like to keep a variety of these. I took these out of the ice box, so I'm letting them sit out for a couple of days before I seal them up and put them in the snack cabinet. It was the snacks, the junk food that I took out of the, these are really good, you guys. They're kind of expensive, but they're good. Took out of the kitchen pantry. I took one of the 3-drawer plastic things down for now. I'm trying to make do and organize this one until we can totally remodel the whole thing. Leon has a lot to do, and we're doing our raised garden beds tomorrow. So, I mean, we just cannot do everything in the length of time that he's home. A little bit at a time is what we have to do. I put some flour in here out of the ice box. I went ahead and opened it up. I'm going to let it air dry for a couple of days, continuously opening up this cabinet, but I'm putting it in there because we're starting to get some little gnats. Also, I took some real grits out of the ice box, and here is a Ziploc bag. I'm letting it air dry for a few days, and here is a jar of real grits that I do not have on there tight. I'm letting it air dry so I can seal it up, and I think y'all know how I do that. If you're new to the channel, we're the Rathfields, and we like to prep and store up long-term shelf items. This one here we did in January. This is cornmeal with an oxygen absorber, and we sealed this up with our vacuum seal. So we have lots and lots of this. That is just one example of the items that we seal up. You guys, I have never cooked this before. This come from the Dollar Tree last year, and so I thought I would try it. I'm going to cook it on top of the stove. They say you can cook it on top of the stove or in the oven. So it's 2.5 cups of water and 2 tablespoons of butter and 3/4 cups of milk. So I've already put 1 cup in there, so I'm going to put my 2nd cup in there. Okay, I do not have any milk, so I can either use this milk right here or my good old faithful powdered milk. And I'm going to use my powdered milk. I'm in the process of organizing, you guys. So it says 3/4 cups of milk, and so I really don't measure my powder because I've been using it for so long. I kind of know the thickness that I want. So it says 3/4 cups of milk. And then, of course, you know, you just add your water, and I'm going to do 3/4 cups. That back up and stir this, which a lot of times I just use this little stir. Oh, cute. I'm cooking red beans and rice with our deer sausage and just some regular ground meat. I always add ground meat most of the time to my red beans and rice. So that's what I'm doing today. Leon has been outside. Here is my milk. Let's see, is it 3/4? Oh, I need a little bit more. There we go. So there's my 3/4 cups of milk. Add that in there. And then, of course, you add your potatoes. So Leon's been outside doing yard work. He wanted to get all the grass cut today, and we talked to our neighbors in the back. We've talked to them before, but Leon's really getting to know the one in the back, and he has pear tree and peach trees, and he told Leon that we could go back there and pick the pears and the peaches, because if not, that the squirrels will get them. So he said all we had to do was climb the fence or go under the fence and do that. So we definitely, most definitely will be doing that. So we're trying to get to know our neighbors a little bit more. So you put your season in there, just like that. And then, of course, you stir it around. It says you're going to let it come to a ball, and then you're going to let it sit for 15 minutes. I believe that's what it said. I had to clean the stove. The first thing I got done this morning was my rice. And so I let it sit, and then I just put some butter in it and let it sit for a couple hours because I wasn't ready to do the red beans and rice yet. I'm browning the meat for the red beans and rice, so I've been browning this. So I'm still letting that brown. And that sausage, it smells so good, that sausage that we have made with the deer that we harvest. So this right here, I hope I got it stirred. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off because it's been at a boil. And maybe I should have put the seasoning in before. Let me get it stirred. This time I'll put the seasoning in before the potatoes. So I got it turned off. You let it sit for 15 minutes. So as always, guys, you want to use your cans that have dents. So I think you can see that dent. So I am using the beans in the can. I'm not using dried beans this time. So I often use these in the can. We're going to be going on another can run of beans very soon, okay? I love onion chives. So there we go. Okay, so I just put some onion powder in there, some garlic powder in there, and of course my herbs, and then my homemade Cajun seasoning I put in there as well. So I'm about ready to add my beans. I went ahead and drained the beans this time, and because I want to add my own gravy juice. So I'm adding 2 cans of beans, 1 can of light beans, and 1 can of dark beans. So let me get this stirred up real quick. And then I'm going to sprinkle some all-purpose flour on the top of it. Sometimes I mix it with my liquid, but I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to sprinkle on top because I do this often. So you just stir. What I do, this is what I do, okay? So you just stir that in. And in the meantime, I'm going to run some hot water in the sink. I'm going to get it ready to go. I'm going to cook this flour just a little bit. This is just going to make my red beans, you know, the juice of the red beans. I'm getting my water ready. And here we go. I have my fire on high. I'm not using my tripod today because I wasn't really planning on filming. I just felt like sharing with y'all. So there we go. I'm gonna get some more. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to stir that in. You see how light it is? That's okay. Hold on, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. And I've also ordered 2 gallons of what I'm about to show you online. I don't have the original container for what I'm about to show you, but I might put a picture in here. So this is about, I think about how much juice I want. So, you guys, this is Kitchen Bouquet. I cannot find it in the stores anywhere, so I went ahead and ordered me some more online. I've been having this for about 4 years. It was a gallon. I put it in this container my mom bought me. So I add a little bit of that. And that is just a gravy enhancer, and it also changes the color of your gravy, as you can tell. And it has a seasoning flavor. I love it. I have been using it for years. My mom used it as we were growing up. I'm going to turn the fire down. So my mom used it as we were growing up, and it's just always been a part of our family. And so, you see how it turned it from a light color to a dark color? I'm going to add some more water. And that gravy, that flour, that all-purpose flour is thickening this. So, in a rush, yeah, that's the way I'll do mine. Not a rush, but just something quick. That's the way I'll do mine. Red beans and rice. Hold on. Okay, I am going to cover this and let all those flavors come together, and I'm going to turn the fire on 3. So, turn the fire on 3. Let's check the potatoes out. Okay. They haven't really been sitting for 15 minutes. I might have to add some. Yeah. So, I don't know. This is my first time cooking these, so I'm curious to see how they're going to come out. So, might have to add some seasoning to it. Okay, so I am still in my joggers today. I have not even gotten dressed. As you can tell, I didn't even do much of anything. But I'm going to take you outside and show you how beautiful the yard is. Leon has really been working hard, and it's time for him to come eat. So let's go outside and see what he's been doing. I was so excited when Leon talked to our neighbor back there. We have talked to him before, but hold on, I got to put my shoes on. Talked to him before and all, but we're just gonna communicate with him a little bit more because he's really a good guy, hard worker. He owns a lot of land. He invited Leon to go turkey hunting with him, which now, you know, he said he would have invited Leon if he'd known Leon liked to turkey hunt. He knows Leon likes to hunt deer and stuff like that. So he owns a bunch of land across the railroad track, and so next year Leon will definitely be going turkey hunting with him. Okay, so the only thing he has not cut, he's cut most of all the yard. Quit, Bear. Bear! Of course, he hasn't cut the back. He's got to use the tractor for that. I have Maya outside, and they're outside Avery. So he hasn't cut the orchard yet, but that's okay. He is. I think he's going to go in the back and cut our back acre. He has to go back there on this. Let me see if he'll take me back there and let me see the pear tree and the peach tree that our neighbor said that we can pick off of. He said he can't take me back there because it's too high, but let me beg him. Huh? So he's going to be bush hogging in the back after he eats. Well, okay, let's go eat. Yeah. So he's really done a lot. I don't know if y'all can tell. I'm using my phone camera, not my other camera, so hopefully it shows what he's done. He's done a lot. This is the tree right here. It's already bloomed the leaves. The last time I showed y'all, it was bare. But this is the tree, the oak tree that I saved. It was only like an inch or two tall, but look at it now. It's 4 years old. So that is like my tree. Because when we started coming down here, clearing this land off, this tree right here, I said that I wanted to save, and I did. It's beautiful. Let's go inside and see if Leon likes these certain potatoes that I cooked. The Hungry Jack potato. Alright, so here I'm going to make one plate. Leon's filming for me. So I mixed the butter up with the... Your sister showed me how to do that. And then here is the red beans and rice I showed y'all how to make. It looks delicious, don't it, Mom? Mm-hmm. Okay, let me give him some sausage. I only put 2 cans of beans. You don't have to get... Oh, horrible. And then, this is something I've never cooked before, babe. But I thought we would try it. The Hungry Jacks. Yeah, you could do it in the oven, or you can do it in the on top of the stove. So I did it on top of the stove. And then I'm going to make up some buttered toast. And then we'll be back with you in a minute.
Cornbread would have been good.
I made Leon some tea. And he loves my sweet tea, don't you, love?
Yeah, I love it. I mean,
wait, what?
It's been about a year since I had it.
Well, he got to where I was making it, and then it was sitting in the ice box, and it wasn't getting drank. So this is my mess. Excuse my mess. I'm organizing, you guys. Amen. Okay, so let's see how Leon likes the Hungry Jack.
A gratin potatoes.
Yeah. I added some seasoning to it. Is it good?
I've ate it before.
Oh, you have? Let me taste it.
It's all right. For dehydrated potatoes.
Mmm. Since I added the seasoning to it, it's very good, love.
I know.
Mmm. Y'all, those are good if you add seasoning. If you don't add any seasoning to them, I don't think they taste that good. But anyway, this is Leon's meal for today. And if he cuts in the back and he lets me go back there with him because the grass is real high, I'll show you all that pear tree and that peach tree of our neighbors, right?
Yeah, it's about to find it. He says under the fence. So I don't know
And he
exactly.
said we can go pick as many as we want, huh?
Yep.
I'm excited.
So I don't see how he says that he's ready to pick when ours is just blooming. So I don't know.
Well, his has probably been in the ground for years, babe. Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, you guys, if we do go back there, I'll film that. And we're going to go ahead and go. I'm going to grab my plate. Leon and I are going to eat. And we hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching our videos. We really appreciate you guys. And we love you. And Jesus loves you too. Bye, guys. You guys, this is leftovers for tomorrow and the next day. And I will cook something the third day to go with this and use this as a side dish, because by the third day it probably won't be that much left, but I will still use it as a side dish. So this is how much we have left, and the rice, and we do like the Hungry Jack potatoes. They're so good. So I'm putting up my leftovers and cleaning up my kitchen.